We are back. This is the Majority Report. I am Sam Seder. On the phone, we have as reported in by WTOP.com, WTOP, I guess a local, or WUSA 9 in Virginia. On the phone, Loudoun County lawmaker Gene Sniffa, a Republican representing Sterling on the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors. Welcome to the program, Mr. Sniffa.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on such a dismal occasion, sadly, but it's still a pleasure.
I'm sorry, what, a dismal occasion?
I'm sorry. When you're watching the United States of America go down the toilet in such a fashion as it has, well, certainly over the last 20 years, 30 years since the hippie movement, and now today becoming a one-sex society, it's depressing. The work is tireless.
Excuse me for 1 second. I just want to, you have a very specific issue with the TSA new program using the Rapiscan. And if you don't use the Rapiscan, you are subject to pat-downs. And you have a rather odd perspective on this, if you don't mind my saying.
Well, you know, I mean, I've heard people refer to my perspective as odd, and I question those people, and I question you, Mr. Seder. But yes, I have been conducting an ongoing investigative study. Myself and several interns have passed through no fewer than 769 different security operations throughout these United States.
So wait, are you suggesting now, okay, so you've been through 700 some odd security checkpoints at airports?
Bypassing the Rapiscan and doing the manual search. That's correct. That's correct.
And what was your findings on this?
My findings is that the homosexual agenda in this country has effectively committed a coup d'etat in terms of forwarding their agenda, their ideals, their lifestyle, and their sickness, quite frankly, through this so-called safety security measure. It's a ruse. It's yet another example of how people buck the system and then have and take advantage of young people, old people. I mean, I've already been a victim of this, and I'm quite frank.
Could you please explain to my audience why you think this security system is part of the homosexual agenda?
What better opportunity for a person of same sex to place their hands upon the genitalia, the privates of another person for a little bit of a thrill? Oh, sure, we're going to keep you safe. At first, I just was shocked that, my goodness, I've been touched in a place that my wife barely touches me. And I'm thinking, that's odd. I don't even know this gentleman. On first appearances, he seems kindly enough.
Wait a second. Are you suggesting that the homosexual agenda was to set up these security things?
I'm proving it. I'm not suggesting it. I've proven it. On 3 different occasions just this week, I became more aroused during a security check than I've ever been in my life. Embarrassing, yes. Necessary, of course. But I'm not the only one. This is happening to young boys. This is happening possibly to young girls.
Wait a second.
Go ahead.
You're suggesting that because you were sexually aroused that these people, this is part of the gay agenda?
If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. Understand that I was raised Christian. I volunteered at my church, and I still am involved in the youth group. I run all the campouts. I do all the picnics. I do all the youth-oriented work. From there, I was a member of the Boy Scouts of America. Still am a card-carrying member of the Baden-Powell Council. I am as normal can be in these United States. And if I'm being aroused when a person of my own sex begins to fiddle and fondle and faddle my private area, I will tell you what, it can happen to anybody. I'm sickened by it. I'm embarrassed by it, but I feel my work is necessary work to stop the homosexual agenda. And these body searches, these manual, do you know how many
body
machines
searches
are now technically down? Sorry, our machine isn't working. Come this way.
How many more of these searches do you intend to engage in?
As many as it takes. If I have to go through one every day, I'll do it for the United States of America. I don't mind sacrificing myself like Mr. Rush Limbaugh, like Mr. Ronald Reagan, and Mr. Sean Hannity. I am of the idea that this is a great country, and it could be even greater. But many of us have to say the things we need to say and do the things we need to do. I will gladly throw myself on a grenade, so to speak. But in this case, it happens to be the wandering hands of a homosexual.
Well, sir, Loudoun County lawmaker Gene Sniffa, thank you so much for joining us. I don't
find anything at all humorous about this situation.
Forgive me, sir. Good day to you.
One moment.
Oh, my God. Wow. All right.